Hello everyone and welcome to Project Ozone 3 Mythic Mode, Episode 7. Today we're going to get into Botania, maybe a bit of blood magic, maybe a bit of astral sorcery, and fingers crossed we'll actually be able to make all the PCBs because while I'm doing magic I shall be batch crafting a lot of alloys that we are very desperately in need of. If I can remember what they are, I have taken a couple days break. To begin our journey into Botania, we are going to need to make ourselves some floral fertilizer, which takes bright crystals. Bright crystals are just simple crystals and glowstone, so that's nice and easy. So let's make some floral fertilizer. So let's grab ourselves a stack of bright crystals, and with a bit of lapis, we can make ourselves 3 stacks of floral fertilizer. And back at our Botania area, we just start chucking them onto the ground. And we've already got a white one. I'm going to pick up one, turn it into mystical petals, and with that we should be able to craft ourselves a flower pouch. And they automatically go into the flower pouch. What joy. So hopefully we can get all the flowers by doing this. And here is our final numbers, I suppose, for all of our flowers, which is pretty good, I think. So now we have those, we can continue by making ourselves a petal apothecary and a pure daisy. We are going to need a mystical flower essence, so this one's probably got the most, and I don't think blue's used very much. There we go, 1 mystical flower cluster. This will also be used for the seeds, which I need another one. We need another one. Yeah, blue doesn't really get used. Ta-da, we have 2. We are going to need some verdant crystals for the next bit, which is a mix of dense and bright. I don't think we really need that many. 4 should be enough. And with a little bit of stone, we can turn our verdant crystals and flower cluster into a petal apothecary. And to set up our petal apothecary, I'm going to put it down. I'm going to put a sink down like so, and we are going to use liquid. Whoops, that's a shuriken. We are not going to lose liquid translocators. They don't work. I am back. Here we go. Oh. This is so funny. I'm so sure you could auto input into this thing. Stupid thing. Oh well, we're not doing that. I will just put a sink next to it and I'll get a bucket. Oh, how sad, my plan. Oh well, all is fine. We can make our pure daisies like so. We just need to scoop up the water ourselves, which is only mildly annoying. There we go. And let's do one more. Ta-da! And now we have 4 pure daisies. And they will go there for now. And let's make our... Oh, I hope this is how we make it in this pack. I'm pretty sure it is. We want some living wood and some living rock, which, yep, just appears to be the usual recipe. Now, it's suggesting a few plants here for us, including the endo flame. And normally we would go for an endo flame. But we have a lot of solidified experience. We can't make this quite yet because we need a rune of mana, but I think maybe we're going to go for the Rosa Arcana as our main source of of mana, because we have tons of XP from the mob farm, like absolutely tons. And yeah, these are good for the beginning. We'll make a few to start with anyway, but I think this will be much better and easier to automate. And we have our first set of both living wood and living rock, so I'll make a bit more. I'm just making myself some endo flames like so. I think I've got 16 I'm going to make. Why? I don't really know. I didn't count particularly. We're just going to make 16. Yay, we're at 10. This takes a while. For the next part, I'm going to go a little bit overboard, and we are going to make 25 apothecary cauldrons so I can make 25 mana pools. And you may be thinking, who needs 25 mana pools? Well, the answer is I need 25 mana pools because from my past experience, TerraSteel is an absolute massive pain. So I'd rather have a massive mana battery to be able to get TerraSteel, and then we can just leave it running and then just be able to craft like 50 at once before we get the seeds. Because even to get the TerraSteel seeds, we're going to need, I think it's like, yeah, a lot of TerraSteel, like 72 TerraSteel. So I'd rather have a big mana battery for this. obviously we're going to fill it with the XP. Let's just have a quick see how much XP like solidified we have. We have like almost 500,000. I'm just going to extract from the back here into like an ender chest and do like a mechanical user or something like that. I think that'll probably be the best way to do it. So yeah, that'll be fine. So I'm just sort of waiting on this thing more than anything so I can make more of these complex crystals, because we need quite a few of those. We are going to need some more living rock as well, so I'll get on that. But yes, this will definitely be worth it, I think. You can never have too big of a mana battery, to be quite honest. Better to go big at the beginning rather than be annoyed, you know? Ooh, my cow seems to have escaped. What are you doing over here, Mr. Cow? You're not meant to be here. Bye! I'm going to make myself 2 mana spreaders, as well as a wand of the forest, because we always need one of those. And because we can't quite get sparks yet, I am going to make myself a... That's not what I want. It told me to make a spreader turntable. That's a quest, but I want the thing... Oh, this! The mana splitter. I need some mana still for that. That's fine, we have that. It's upstairs. Mana. There it is. Oh, look, we have tons of lotuses as well. That will really help at the beginning. Ta-da! 1 mana splitter. Right, with enough living rock, we now have ourselves 25 mana pools, which is quite a lot. I think that's everything. I will... Oh, I've gone upstairs. Well, that's good because I did need to do that. I'll grab some coal. I might not automate the coal system right now and just push for the Rosa Arcanas. I know I made a lot of endo flames, but they're cheap, so why wouldn't I not just make a bunch just to quickly speed this up? And let me see where it would be a nice place to put our mana pools. Okay, we're chucking it like this for now. There's always... Oh god. Okay, there we go. I had a terrible lag. These things keep spawning in here, but I'm pretty sure there's no dark spots. I'm not sure where they're coming from, unless it's up here somewhere. Is there any dark spots in here? There shouldn't be. No idea where they're... Oh, okay. Well, they're not coming in from outside, I wouldn't imagine. That's a little weird. Okay, well, there's mobs keep coming in, but whatever. Let me chuck down some coal, and there we go. We should start getting ourselves some mana, and if I chuck in some black lotuses, we should get plenty. It's not making that funny noise. It's probably because it's a... This isn't working very well, is it? Do spreading. Oh, unless I have to... unsure. Can't remember how this works. Oh well. I mean, sparks are just... It's the dominant thing. We need to get to... Or recessive even. We need the pixie dust for that, but we're nearly there, really. Just need to remember how that thing works. Okay, that's how it works. I don't know why I forgot that. I've just put the mana pools out so that I'd sort of remember where I want... Make sure there was like enough... Oops, space around. I don't know, I'm getting so much lag. So there was enough space around for when we have the full mana battery, which isn't quite yet. So I'm going to put this here, and we haven't made the runic thing yet because I need an ender pearl thing. There we go. And now we should be able to make ourselves a runic altar. Ta-da, there we go. So that should be our runic altar here, like so. And yeah, there we go. Now we can start making ourselves some runes. I sense a tangent is coming. So not only to make the runes do we need Lordcraft runes, which are just sort of annoying. We need to get this crystalline stone, which is Lordic stone, and yeah, so that's just sort of annoying to make, but doable. We are going to also need the blood altar. So I need to firstly make a blood altar, and I'm also going to need a lot of these imbued inscription tiles, which is a lot of ironwood. And I think we should be fine holding off on the seeds for just now. Oh, that's a skeleton head. Normally I make the ironwood seeds, so this is a little bit easier. I think we should have enough live fruit to be able to make just a bunch of these for the beginning. Where are the mobs coming from? Be gone. I need to make some of these spectre lights, I think. So yes, that's part of the plan. What was I saying? Yeah, so normally I make the ironwood seeds before blood magic, and I will when we kind of get really into blood magic. For now, I'm going to want like a handful of these. I think we should be able to make enough, and this is easy now. It's just redstone, so I shall go and do some crafting. Okay, let's make ourselves some spectre illuminators. There we go. Now we want to be careful because we don't want to put it in this chunk, because that is a chunk. Where is my staff of traveling? Is it downstairs? No, staff, give me. Where is it? No idea. I put it somewhere. Okay, that's good and fun and cool. Whatever. Oh, there it is, found it. Yeah, so we don't want to put it in the chunk in the middle because that's where the mob farm is and it will light the mob farm up and then it won't work. The mob farm is luckily actually just pretty much in a chunk, I think. So every other chunk, I think we don't need to even go outside for this. I think I can just do this and it'll light it up. I think it works like this. Watch it not work like this and I ruin the mob farm or something dumb like that. Let us see. Right, it does seem to be working. We haven't affected the mob farm. So yeah, see, for example, it does about a chunk. I hope it hasn't affected the mob farm. We can have a quick nosy. Yeah, this still seems to be working. It's quite hard to tell if it's dark or not because it's not got the things at the bottom, but I think it's fine. I think it would just like, it shouldn't cause any issues. We'll see. It seems fine though at the moment. So yeah, so it's just sort of to light up some of this outside space, which is a bit dark, and mobs keep spawning, which is annoying. It's probably actually easier to do it from down here. Like, look, you can see that, oh, I guess the center bit. Oh no, it does. There we go. It's still sort of dark in the center, but these chunks out here are still dark. So I'll put a few around here. It's really, actually should probably save it for the Botania area more than anything. This actually should probably help with the mob spawns actually, because they won't all be taken up outside. So we've got this much ironwood, which I realistically think will keep us going for a little bit of time. So that should be fine. How much sky? Okay, we've got plenty of skystone. That's fine as well. I don't think we... Right, let me put a stack away. I think it's like 30... let me check. Ironwood. Let me put some ironwood. Okay, it's 4 blocks, so we need 36. Needs to be saved before we use all of it, and then I'm like desperate for it later. And we can make some of these inscription things. I think I forgot to set this off. I did. Clever me. Well done. In case you were curious, this is how I unpack my dust from my dank. And then I will probably also reinsert it in a very similar way. That is all the compressed dust pretty much now turned into regular dust. It does take a little while to come out, but this is way easier than doing it by hand. And to then get the dust back in my inventory, I have it going into an open crate, which goes straight into my dank. And we get, where is it? Dust. It's not showing me. There we go. Thousands of dust. Oh, hilarious. But it works, you know? So I've tried to improve this sort of sieving situation a little bit because it was way too slow. So we've got impulse item ducts and resonant, whatever these are called, servos to try and help. So this does take out 5 stacks at a time, which is a bit more helpful. And we've got this one that takes out 4 stacks at a time because this is a little sort of slow. So we're really processing things as fast as possible right now. The problem is I needed some ardite, but I filled my dank with 100,000 dust, and to sieve the crushed netherrack, I need to sieve all of the dust first. So yeah, and I kept getting a lot of lag because stuff kept laying on the ground. I mean, this isn't strictly that much faster, I don't think. I think it is slightly more efficient and a bit less laggy because the items aren't going through the pipes visually. So I think that does help. Yeah, I think the main bottleneck are the zenith furnaces. I mean, they're still fast, but they're just like, I mean, they're not quite fast enough just because of, you know, how could anything be quite fast enough? Yeah, to be fair, we probably don't need 4 around here, but whatever, we're gonna have 4. So yeah, it's slightly better, I think. It is clearing up a bit faster than it was anyway. So I mean, yeah, and it's still filtered and stuff, so it should be fine. So I'm just gonna sort of leave this to do its thing for a bit. Right, I lagged the game too much. So the new plan is to put everything in the dank and then we will extract it using one of those dank docking things, because right now it's just absolutely, you know, I can't do anything. It's just lagging so badly. Oh yeah. Now the only issue was I had to clear the dank out of everything else that was in it, but that didn't take too long. And now, well, I'm filling this in slowly but surely, and then that will go straight to wherever it needs to be, whether it be to be squished or to be just straight put in. It probably would be a little faster if I just hooked these up here. Maybe actually I'll do that. That's probably a better idea. I don't know why I'm doing it so inefficiently. There's a lot of lag around here. It's probably that redstone thing, so better to get something sorted for that soon as, to be quite honest. Okay, and let's just do this instead. This should be a little faster because it will only get rid of the stuff that can actually fit in here, which is fine. And then I can just connect it to that thing when we need to, which means we don't really need this side connected. There we go. And the main reason I got so distracted was I was waiting for these coagulated blood drops, which take 5 minutes. I think I probably spent an hour doing other things. And that's because we need to make a sanguine sanctum to be able to actually unlock the blood magic quests. Next up, we are going to need ourselves one of these, snares, whatever they're called. I put 8 of these away. We just need some string and some iron. And we are able to make about half a stack of rudimentary snares, which is lovely. So I'm just going to head to the hunting dimension and we are going to get some will. That's what it's called. It's called will. Hunting dimension, here we are. Let's find some victims. I don't like the baby skeletons. We'll avoid them if possible. Hello, zombie. Have I definitely got particles on? Yes, just checking before. Okay, there we go. And now, yay, a will. I'll do that a few more times until we have a few will. And plenty of will we now have. Lovely stuff. I am going to have to quickly head back to the Erebus. We only have 15 exoskeleton plates and I need 18, which is just typical really. So I'm just charging my jetpack up. It's very slow and hopefully we should be able to get some more plates fairly easily. And here we go. Enough. Woohoo! That was very easy. And of course we want the will with the lowest quality, but there is our blood altar. Lovely. And now we must take a slight detour because I actually do need some prudentium essence to be able to make a sacrificial dagger to be able to get blood, blah blah blah. Which means we're making prudentium essence, which is just a bit of neutral steel of the 1st degree, which is just draconium in a fluid transposer. I don't know if we have any draconium. We may have to do more sifting. That will be fun, won't it? We might have a little bit of draconium. I think we have a little bit. Not very much. I could probably have a quick look in the end for a meteor, for one thing. Eventually we'll make draconium seeds. It's not the biggest deal in the world. So this is sort of what I want the future to sort out a bit more. We'll be able to get blaze powder from a auto sieve when we can sieve compressed dust, and we will get all of the bits and pieces that we want from that, which is what I'd ideally like to do ASAP. Again, we're sort of just waiting for a few things before we do this, but for now we can just make some pyrotheum and do this. We are going to need 16 will be enough for prudentium essence. I would quite like to get the grains of infinity seed as well, and then move the red seeds into the other dimension just to make life just a little bit easier, because I wanted to make these anyway and I was kind of holding off. So I mean, might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So I'm going to have a quick look in the end, see if I can find a meteor. If not, I'll just smash some end stone and take that home instead. I'm just getting some stuff to make an overworld apple so I don't have to find the portal again when I want to go home. And yeah, there we go. No, not those apples. Not those apples. Those apples. And if I see any draconium while I'm looking, I'll pick that up as well. I mean, we'll probably get quite a bit just from mining it anyway, but a meteor is just sort of ideally, because you can get tons from that. And I got about 4 stacks of draconium, and there it is, just making ourselves some neutral steel. 16 is how many I was making. So what we need is a diamond, because we are going to make a mana diamond over here. I remember what I was doing ages ago. And in our Botania area, we get ourselves a mana diamond. And we are able to make ourselves an inferium infusion crystal. And the plan is I will put mending on this eventually. And oh good, we get 4. That's not very many, is it? We need at least another 4 stacks of pyrotheum. Then we will most definitely have a proper big giant setup for all of this at some point, but right now, because we really just need 12, I'm just going to do it like this, which is inefficient but really just all we need at the moment. So let's make a base crafting seed, turn that into a tier 1 crafting seed and a tier 2 crafting seed, and with 4 grains of infinity we should be able to make ourselves a grain of infinity seed. Lovely stuff. And I'm also going to want 2 solium dust. We don't have enough for that. 1 more set of pyrotheum. How goofy, how silly. It takes this stuff's so expensive. It's mostly sulfur I don't have. Sulfur seeds aren't too far away, so it should be fine. It's just annoying. Stop being annoying. And there we go. They're all set up to go and get crafted. I'll pick up all these stones because they always fall when you shift click onto the thing, which is a little annoying. We've got plenty of cactus from our 10-10-10 cactus seed that we don't greatly need, to be quite honest, but whatever. So yes, this should grow us some nice greens of infinity plants. And now I should be able to make myself a black quartz sword, and there we go, our sacrificial dagger. I've put this somewhere, haven't I? There we go. So now, with a bit of this and a few of these, we should be able to make some more imbued of these. And this should be good for us to turn into a few blank slates. Right, to start with, I haven't actually built any of these sort of blood magic-esque area, so I'm going to get myself a nice 1000 blood, like so, and I'm going to put my book in, and there we go, Inspector, Scander, whatever. And I don't have any building blocks with me, which is so silly, so I'm going to go grab some random blocks. These are in here for a later date, and then we'll build the fake structure for that. We might just do stone bricks because they always look nice. And there we go, a template for an altar. I'll probably change out the stone bricks or something later when we've built it, but I mean, yeah, there we go. We don't really need to do too much of it right now. We just need some blank slates. So I'm not quite sure how many of each I'm going to want. So we'll need one of each for the terrestrial agglomeration plate. That's fine, and they don't get used up when you do them for this, so that shouldn't be a big issue, unless they've changed it in this pack, but I don't think they have. I don't think that's ever a thing. So, 4 of each of these, and then another 8, like 20. Oh, let's do half a stack. Let's do half a stack. I'm sure it's not too much of a problem. I should have brought a hopper, mind you. I had enough rack to give myself regen 3, so that helps a lot with this, because it means that I regen it all pretty fast. So there we go, we have our first blood runes. Let me just lock that, and that should be a quest. No, I've obviously missed one, haven't I? No, it's just not a quest. That's fine. So I'll make 32. This should be fairly easy now. We've got the regen, because I can just fill it up like this, and we'll make the probably the mob farm thing eventually. The only reason, I mean, obviously we're a bit early on to do that right now, so that's why we're doing it this way. I love these seamless double slabs. They're so beautiful. They're one of the nicest sort of tiled blocks there is in Minecraft. I love it. And there we go, 32 blank slates. Next up is some runestone crafting. So I think ideally 8 Rosa Arcana on some overgrowth seeds. That should be good. So that means we need 8 light runes, 8 darkness runes, and then 4 of all the others, which is 16. That's 32. So we're going to need 32 crystal rune stones at least, which means 32 offensive, which means a lot of crystalline stone, 4 stacks of crystalline stone, 4 stacks of Lordic stone, and 32 mana infused shards. We're going to need basically a lot of mana infused shards. So this can be automated. It's a bit odd because you have to insert into 2 different sides, a top and a side, I think, to get them into both slots. Top only puts it into this slot. So there we go. We can, I mean, it's not the fastest thing in the world. I should have set this up before, to be quite honest, but it's fine. We need only 32 mana infused shards. Oh no, we need more than 32. We need 32 to make the rune stones. We need 32 rune stones, and we need 4 stacks of Lordic stone, which is 2 more stacks. So that is 5 stacks of mana infused dust, which will take a little bit of time. It won't take too long, I don't think. So while I'm doing this, explosions, I'm also going to work on the final capacitors. Because why not, really? Yes, we don't have enough grains of infinity there, but we should with the essence, I think. So yes, we have enough of grains of grains of pisality. We should basically have enough now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to make 8 sacks of crystalline. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's perfect. Let me just get these in here so they can start smelting up. Yes, perfect. Okay, so that's all good. Mainly, we just need to chuck some of the vibrant alloy. I might need some more coal as well. There's a few bits and bobs, really, that I mean, I've got some coal in here, but it's always nice to have a bit more. But I think the next bit is just the capacitors, really. Most stuff is already sort of in here. So yeah, I'll get on with that. To make another capacitor, I'm going to need 32 stacks of grainy capacitors, which means 32 stacks of grains of infinity. We've got 12, so I'm just collecting. Every time I go one way, it's filled up the other way. So it does grow really fast, even when it's not 10, 10, 10. I'm just waiting for some of the other ones to finish growing. This should get us quite a lot. So grainy, whatever it is, grains of infinity shouldn't really be an issue any longer, which is very nice. Let's just see. So it's 5 per 8. Oh yeah, look at that. We've pretty much. That's not quite 20 stacks. We need a little bit more and then we should be good. Oh, plenty. And look at that. Everything's crafting. Capacitors. Lovely capacitor factory. Make me lots of capacitors, please. And now I have 5 stacks of mana infused dust. It can go back in the top and it should evenly distribute to both sides, and that will give us the mana infused shards that we will now continue to wait for. We're pretty much, where is it? Sorted on crystalline capacitors apart from making them, so that's nice. So it has been a little while since I recorded the last episode, and I was trying to think, well, why am I not making the PCBs while I'm waiting for everything? Because I forgot they required the ultimate control circuit and they're evil to craft. So yeah, just ignoring them right now, and we will get to that. It might be a bit slow when we get there, but oh well. It's fine. I will need some green plastic, so yeah, you just make me some little green plastic if you can. But look, we are sort of getting everything that we need. I need more. I'm making a lot of dark steel now because I forgot about that part. How's our, where is it, chorus fruit doing? I'm at 11 ender pearls, but plenty, so that's good. Woo, we're getting there. Now I'm sort of at a very brief waiting period. I could speed this up by doing some more quests for those stupid guys in the other dimension. I don't really want to do that though. I mean, I don't know how many runes we actually need for anything. I like a few of the gizmos, that sort of thing. Obviously we need them for this. Can't see there's that much else though. Oh, and also I'll just dump a bunch of redstone in there after we've done with these ones, just to make sure that we always have enough mana infused dust when we need it in the future. And while I wait, I thought, okay, let's just do a little bit of blood magic and just try and get some of these turned into... Oh, I wasn't close enough, that's so annoying. And get some of these turned into blank slates, because we'll always need them. I appear to have forgotten that I would also need a bunch more dust. Is there not another way to do this? I think I can do like... Having always breaks. So I'm going to need another stack and a half of these, plus 4 stacks of those, which is more. Yes, we'll need 2 stacks of these, which means 2 stacks of these, which means another 4 stacks of mana dust, which is another 8 stacks of redstone, plus another 8 stacks of redstone, plus another, maybe like 12 stacks of redstone or something. I'm not quite sure. Oh, maybe it's worth doing some of those silly quests from those guys. I don't know how many stacks that is. Probably enough. Let's go with that. Maybe I will go do some quests for the goofs. Maybe that's what we'll do. Some of these spells are quite fun. Hee. Fly, my pretties, fly. Don't know why this is just so amusing to me. Yay, I need to do this 25 times, 13 times. Done. Can I do Enderman too? No. Eee, in the sky. Yep. So I've made a bit of a void catalyst and a searing stone, and I basically need to hit several mobs with this. So I guess we're going to go to the nether. Bing. Here was our first victim. Oh, okay. I collect them. What else do we need? Ghast, magma cube, blaze, and wither skeleton. That shouldn't be too difficult. There's a blaze for my taking. Snatch. Now magma cube and wither skeleton. Magma cubes like to spawn on those magma islands, I think. Maybe they don't. I feel like they do. And wither skeletons are in those other places. And, oh, I hear a ghast. Ghast. Where is it? Right, I got the ghast with a skeleton. We just need a magma cube now, and if I can find one. Cube. come here, cube. I'm not entirely remembering where they spawn. I'm pretty sure I've had them in the fortresses before. Aha! I see him. Mine. And this is now full, so we can go send this back to Ignis. Next job, I need to go back to the nether, but I need to put a block of searing crystal next to a void catalyst and get myself an anchor, and I need to go activate this in the nether. Uh-oh. Wait. If I go for a normal portal, my experience disappears. It's so annoying. It keeps getting me trapped in places. Here we go. I don't really remember what this does. Ping. Oh, hello. I did it. Does it just want me to kill this guy? Right. Okay, don't understand. Most of this is just me spamming random spells and killing mobs. There's sort of a story going on, but it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. He wants me to kill the Wither now, which is something I can definitely do. I'm going to just make a new Wither killing spot here, because why not? This is kind of a cool spell as well. Orb of Fire. Okay, I'm mostly out of mana, but the more mana we get from doing these, the more, like, the faster the void thing will go. So it's sort of worth it. I mean, I'm not going to do this for very long. It's been about 10 minutes, maybe even a bit less. Oh, I killed the Wither. I don't know if I mentioned that, or no, I did show it. I don't know if I said why. It wanted me to, for some reason, to free the nether for his escapades. Is that 25 yet? Or more? Is that 25? Yes, okay. I hate skipping so many dimensions. I feel like I'm just going to get terrible lag. Right, we've got to the stabilized void matter, which requires a lot of blocks of pure crystals. I don't know if I can actually be bothered to do that right now. We have 160 mana, so that's more than double what we had before, which is pretty nice. Let's see how fast this goes now. It just needs to be a little faster, really. That's a bit faster. That'll do. For 10 minutes, that's fast enough. And this will be the most annoying part of this whole thing, which is that these don't stack. We can chuck a bunch of them just in here, though. I did make a chest for this, but they don't seem to actually need to go in the chest. But there we go. Our first ones are simple offensive runes, before we get into our Lordic Stone. It is just about time to make all of the remaining 3 stacks of capacitors, I think. So let me just stuff this with bits and bobs that we need. Yep, in it goes, slowly but surely. Apart from we are now out of pressure. So I guess we just need to wait for the pressure. And it should all start working. Ooh, that's interesting. I assume that's because there isn't enough pressure. We've got stuff in here. We're getting the pressure back up again. It just dropped because it ran out of coal. So yeah, we're getting up there. Sort of, somewhat. It's just gonna look goofy until we are able to actually put stuff in here. There we go. Slowly but surely, we're doing it. And then we all have 3 stacks of capacitors and some transistors, and then I need to very slowly figure out how many PCBs we need. I mean, not how many PCBs, but how much, like, ultimate circuit and stuff components. And I've gotten so far as to start making the Lordic Stone, you know, so we're not doing too badly. Though I think I have miscounted and I need less than I thought, which would be nice, but I'm unsure. So, to begin with, we are going to need 18 machine basic control circuits, which is, this is probably the cheapest bit, because then we just improve them by upgrading them along the path. So we will need, I'm gonna need so much of everything. This is so expensive. It's fine, whatever. Give me more pressure so I can actually make them. Hope they don't despawn. I'll be very cross if they start despawning in there. Yeah, so we're gonna need 36 of each, plus enough to make 18. So we need 54 spare to actually make the PCBs into proper PCBs. Oofed. And we're waiting. Maybe I should just, how much pressure have you got? None. We're going to do a temporary priority for this, even if it makes a big mess of pressure. Sorry, thing, but you've got plenty of LPG right now. And it is now time for the next annoying part, which is converting all of these into Lordic Runestone. So that's just going to be a fair amount of clicking for me. Almost at 1 bar, almost there. We're gonna get there soon, hopefully. And I'm making these things, gem things. Woohoo! We nearly got enough of those now to make the other stuff. Goodness me. I'm getting to my goal. I cannot wait to have A2 and, like, never have to do all the capacitive rubbish by myself ever again. Oh, I hear it. We're crafting. Ping, ping, ping. Yes, and now let's release them. Oh yeah. 3 stacks of capacitors. So we're going to need to put 54 over here, and then we are going to want 36 to be converted. So we get 30 of each left. Goodness gracious, we don't get very many, do we? But that's some anyway. Where is my mechanism machines? They're in this room. Never find them. So yeah, there we go. Okay. Might as well just put quite a bunch in there. We'll need a lot to do the capacitors. This will be slow. I think, yeah, the speed upgrades are expensive because we need 2. I mean, technically we could fully upgrade the machine, but like, no. Also, no. Also, don't want to do that. We've got some other things that we need to get anyway, so I'll work on these. I think I've done this and I've put it somewhere and I can't remember where it is. But is it in here? No. Is it in... No. There's nothing in there. No, I must not have done this. Unless there's a secret in here? No. No, evidently I haven't done it and it's not hiding. So that's fine. We'll do it in one of the empty ones. I am going to need some fluxed electrum for the next bit, which at this stage requires a sort of semi-annoying recipe, like so. So I guess we're just going to do it like this. 5. Yeah, that works. 7, 8, and there we go. That should be... Is that enough? No, that is not enough. We'll do a bit more. We need 18 after all, because this only makes 1 each. Oh, please. I'm also going to need some hyper diamonds, which apparently is graphite dust and an explosion. Does this not count as an explosion for this? Kaboom. Oh, graphite. I think it's the industrial grade graphite that we need, which luckily I can find in the Lost Cities. So I need a couple more of this and we should be fine. I've never mind it, I normally ignore it, thinking it's just for graphite. I can make that out of coal. But no, this time we actually need it specifically. Good old mining. And now, I think, kaboom. Yay, 20 hyper diamonds. We only need, not 20, but it's nice to have more than less. I wonder if some of the lag was from the experience barrel being filled up, because I've put that there now and it does feel better. So I think that might have been one of the issues. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel as bad now. And that's everything for the PCB except for the ultimate control circuits, because that is just a slow, long, boring process. So let's just see. This is heating up nicely. There we go. That's everything apart from this final thing. I should probably jam up the output again before I forget. And I can also make myself some crystalline stone now, which is nice. It does. I think it was definitely worth speeding this up a little bit. I mean, it wasn't incredibly much faster, but it's still been nice. So now let's make ourselves 18 advanced control circuits. Oof, expensive. And now it is time for us to, oh goodness, I have to do this myself. Yay, crystal runestones. Lucky me. Yay, more clicking. Don't we just love clicking? What a fun time. Everyone loves Lordcraft. Who doesn't love Lordcraft? Couldn't be me. And now we have all of our offensive ones. We need to turn them all into utility ones instead, which is more clicking. If only they stacked or something, because this is annoying. It's hard for me to tell which ones are which, to be quite honest. This is so hard. Woohoo! All converted. So now I just need to make the I made the simple crystals, and we're going to turn all of these simple crystals into the fat ones. Complex crystals. The fat ones, yeah. We shouldn't need that many, to be quite honest. We are going to need 4 of most and 8 of the others. So we need 2 obsidian, I think. Wait, yes, got 1 lava bucket, 1 water bucket. 2 glowstone blocks, that sort of thing. Okay, crystals gotten. So let's see how we do this. It's quite simple. Utility, assemble runestone. Okay, they still don't stack, but it's just clicking. More clicking. I mean, I just love clicking. You know what? I moan about this mod. I actually don't mind Lordcraft that much. It's annoying and all, but like it could be a lot worse, to be quite honest. Okay, this bit's very annoyingly fiddly, but whatever. Yeah, it could genuinely be a lot worse. I really don't mind it as much as I moan about it. It's fine. I don't, I'd never ever want to play it out of choice particularly, but it's really, I mean, this technically is a choice. You know what I mean. I don't mind it as much as some things, to be quite honest. And now we can start up round 2 of the metallurgic infuser to turn these enriched alloys into the reinforced alloy. Yep, that is what they're called. And there are all our runes. So that will mean we can make all our runic altar runes. Did I bring the blood magic runes up, or did I just leave them? I'm unsure. We're going to need some other thing. Oh, we get 2 to go. Okay, we actually made way too many. That's fine, whatever. It didn't actually take as long as I thought. So I guess I need to collect some stuff. So I'm going to move all the runes downstairs and then just see what we need. Aha! I left them here. That's fine. As long as they were somewhere, it didn't really matter where. Right, I should have everything. So we're going to start off. Let's go with the rune of air. So we'll need these. This is essential. Yeah, that's the 3 essentials. Air runes, and we'll need carpet, feathers, and string. And we'll chuck these over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And we should be able to make some runes. And with that, we now have all of the runes, and I'm going to turn 4 of these into Rosa Arcanas. I can also make some elite control circuits. Please ignore that I am mid rune crafting. Goodbye, Endoflame. Bing! You are no longer needed. We have better options, and firstly I need to make myself a mechanical user and an ender chest. So these ender chests are going to be all lime because it's closest to the EXP colour, and we're going to have an item transposer or translocator, whatever it's called, on here. There we go. And that will fill this up lovely and nicely with some solidified experience. Very nice, very nice. Ta-da! Here is our new mana setup, which should be getting us mana fairly fast. We can obviously increase this with a faster mechanical user or a few more, whatever. Basically, the mechanical user uses some of our lovely... Oh, are these all connected to the same mana spreader? Pretty much. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I want them all connected to different ones. Perfect. Okay, that's what we wanted. Whoa, I'm in the wall. So basically, yeah, it right clicks our solidified experience, and the Rosa Arcanas take it and turn it into mana, and the mana goes into this, and yeah, we're getting mana from it. I don't think it's that fast. I mean, these are a bit full, so we need to wait. Can I make any lenses actually? The lens velocity and oh, that's 2 runes of air. Might be worth it. How many runes? We've got 4 of each. Runes of air, velocity, and what's potency? Fire. Yeah, we can probably stretch to a few lenses. And now, this should help a little bit. Ta-da! We should now be making absolutely tons of mana. It's not even really keeping up completely. Which one are you connected to? This one. Weird. Oh well, we are getting mana. It's nice and automatic. It's basically free. So yeah, perfect. And finally, after a long time, we can make our 18 ultimate control circuits, and we can take these down to our pressure chamber, and we can make our thing, the thing that I wanted, the PCBs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it goes, ready to PCB up into, well, technically they're just empty ones. We still have to do other things with them. Release. Okay, and this doesn't do much by itself, as it says. So we need to put them into here, and it will give us an etching chance. Did I make the etching acid? That's a really good question. I did. Where on earth is it then? Not a clue. Not the foggiest. I'll have to find it. This is taking all the pressure now because I've put speed upgrades in. But you know what? Who cares if it's taking all the pressure? Because at least it's fast. Oh my goodness, this is really going to take ages. But yes, now it's 100% chance of etch success. Is it in here, my etching acid? Etch. No. Is it in here, my etching acid? No. Is it in here? Yes, found it. A2 can't come soon enough. We are on to our last PCB, and we are pretty much out of air pressure, to be quite honest. But we can just about speed force them to work. We do need to still put them in the etching acid for them to develop, but we are getting very close to happiness. I don't know what I'm saying now. I've been doing this for a while. Come out. Right, 86%. We let the air pressure go up a little bit, chuck it back in, and hope for the best. We've only gone and done it. We've got 18. We still need to etch them. I don't have any other blocks right now. Some etching acid, and we should just be able to chuck these in, and slowly but surely, let me touch them. 1% etching process, so we just need to leave them in for a bit. They don't despawn, so it's fine. And they'll definitely turn into what we want because we have to. They have to. So yeah, perfect. While things are etching, I think it's actually a good time to do a little bit of embers. We need to do some embers for the terrestrial agglomeration plate because we need a focal lens. So we're going to put 8 ashes onto the copper plinth and 32 onto the silver, and it's 1 ember crystal on the top. Whoops, I put 2 on by accident. I forgot it did that. There we go. A silver, dawnstone, and a dawnstone. I don't know if this has enough ember in it. Oh, ouch. It does. So that's good. And yeah, so I'm going to have to go find out if we've got enough ash or not, which is why I've made 2, just like before. We might need to do a bit more flint burning as well. There's some more embers that we have to do too, which will involve the mixer centrifuge and the melter as well. Right, so we need 9 for copper and 36 for silver. Ta-da! 1 focal lens. Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to do what I did in reclamation. I think it was in reclamation. We're going to have a fluid extractor on here. We need to do some alloying with this, which is always so fun. We need to mix sugar and lead, which surprisingly is a thing. Okay, we're going to put this on here. Okay, and there we go. And that should be melting and inserting into here, I think. Quite possibly. Who knows? I can't tell. Well, the sugar's being cooked, so I assume it's working. We need how much antimony? 2 ingots. So yeah, I assume, yeah, this is confusing to be quite honest, but this is what I did before. It says, and the thing is, in the recipe, it's got this sort of weird asbestos bit, but it doesn't say anything about that in the book, so who knows if that's real. I've been trying for a while for this. I think I need to beam cannon it. I can't really figure out how else to do it, except for by beam cannoning. So I've connected this to the mixer centrifuge. I've got the 2 plinths. Maybe I'll put this one a bit closer. With 16 ash on each because that's the minimum. Is this how I meant? Oh, it just oh, I thought I'd got it. I thought I'd figured it out. But alas, no, I've absolutely no idea what I'm doing, to be quite honest. Why does that just turn? How did I do that? I have no idea what's going on. This sucks. Well, I was struggling with the mixer centrifuge and still haven't figured it out. We should be able to finally make our PCBs. Our proper fixed, done, whatchamacall PCBs. There we go. 18 PCBs. 18 PCBs which will all be used to make myself ME controllers. And now let's look at the controller recipe. It is 1 step closer. We still obviously need the reinforced alloys. Oh, that's okay. That's just another 18 of those capacitors that we've made. So that's fine. We need to get into blood magic more, astral sorcery more. That's fine. Dense energy cells. That's not really an issue. It's just crafting. And that is just an inscriber, which is cheap. So we're really close, really. Just need to do a bit more magic. I don't quite know why I thought, oh, we need to get into blood magic. This is just pure astral sorcery, pretty much. So, astral sorcery it is. However, that's going to have to wait until the next episode. We got a lot done today. We got the PCBs made, and I'm very pleased. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.